students left, and man, oh man, I'm having the best time, so I don't want to fuck this up. Ladies and gentlemen, your next comic coming to the stage is near and dear to my heart. I am so stoked they're part of my class. So goddamn funny. Please put your hands together for Mr. Joe Brokka, everybody!
Thank you, Derrick. Ooh, thank you, Kathy. So fresh and so clean. I feel safe. How are you doing tonight, Seattle? You guys feeling good? We're coming down the home stretch here. I've actually been having a pretty tough year. I went through a difficult divorce after 14 years of being together. And no one ever says, oh, it was a great divorce. It was beautiful. I put in the wedding video and played it backward. Doves came down from heaven into their cage, and I returned them for store credit. He removed his ring from my finger and put it back in his pocket, and I did the same thing just before my in-laws came and reclaimed him like a pair of street shoes after a long night of roller skating. And then we backed our way out of the chapel, down the hall, into our limousines, never to spend the holidays together again. No, nobody says that because that's not how divorce works. Divorce is difficult, and you have to put yourself back together after a divorce. And so I was talking to my friend Alan about this, and he said, Joe, you don't need to be dating, Joe. You need some Joe time. You need it real bad. Have you ever thought about straight fucking a balloon? I said, Alan, I've never fucked anything straight, let alone a balloon. And he's like, well, there are some serious advantages to balloon dating. If you swipe left or if you swipe right, it makes the same noise. The balloon isn't going to try and get you to go to church. You don't have to make breakfast in the morning. And breakups are a breeze. I said, Alan, now you've got my attention, but I have a few problems. How do I know if the balloon accepts my advances? I'd hate to pull out a Sharpie, draw a smiley face on it, only to find out that it's already cross with me. And how do I know what kind of balloon I'm into? You know, this is a big decision. He said, Joe, I'll help you. Let's go to the store, and we'll pick out some balloons. You can go try it and have some fun. And I said, well, that's great, Alan. Thank you for being my friend, because if I'm going to pop my balloon cherry, I want it to be special. So I'm kidding. You know, divorce is... Wait, did I lose any of you at balloon fucking? Did I lose you? Were you thinking... Well, let me tell you, sometimes you fuck the balloon. Sometimes the balloon fucks you. Anyway, I've been having actually, you know, like that definitive moment of my life where I'm trying to be real and really define who I am and be a real person, speak from the heart. You know, no half-heartedness for this guy, especially not at work. So a week ago, I had been doing a really great job and getting kudos on this project for quite a while when my coworker came up to me and she said, I'm going to be your project manager on this project now. And I've canceled all the meetings with your team, and we meet with you one-on-one to tell you how you're going to start over from the beginning. And I was like, ooh. This feels like a moment to be real. And so I stood up really tall and I said, you canceled my meetings with my team? And she said, uh-huh. And I said, you're gonna meet with me one-on-one until we start over? And she said, uh-huh. And I could hear the sound of the gasp of noise-canceling headphones popping off of my coworkers all around me across the office. And they could tell Joe's about to say something real. And I looked her in the eye and I said, that feels weird in my body. And I realized that our eyes were locked, and as I was saying that, it all of a sudden created an emotional feedback loop. And now it's feeling weird in her body too. And I can hear the tippy tap of text messages and instant messages and Slack messages going out across the whole company. And now there's a hurricane of that feels weird in my body flying across our entire corporation. And at that moment, I looked her in the eyes and I sneezed, and a water balloon shot right out of my ass! Thank you, Seattle. Good morning.